Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Veteran Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Mission 8, and it is called Sentinel. And this is one of the most interesting missions on the game because it's primarily a stealth level. And it's a stealth level with this fantastic grappling hook gimmick, which is going to enable us to travel quickly across terrain, and it's also going to enable us to stealth kill enemies with a really fun animation which is preposterously stupid, but better for it. And I think this is where this game really shines, because it did something different. And don't get me wrong here, folks, there's been stealth levels before, there's been tons of them, but they didn't have a stealth indicator, and they did not have this new toy, which is underutilized and could have made this game infinitely better if the entire game was designed around it. But it's still nice to have that feeling, and I honestly felt like I was playing something like Dishonored, which I think is a better game, personally, because Call of Duty at this point for me is come and gone. You know, at this moment it's just Simulated Shooter 9, and it's a fantastic shooter, but it's still just a shooter, and I've been playing first-person shooters a very long time now. You know, when I look back at my first ever first-person shooter, it was Doom. And it was Doom on the SNES, which is hilarious. Like, even when shooters weren't that big and they were struggling to go anywhere except for on PC, I was playing shooters. Like, I was a big shooter guy on the N64. Which is why when Halo came out, I thought it looked like shit. Because it didn't look that good to me. And everybody was raving about it, that it was, oh, it's going to revolutionize this, that, and this. And I'd already played, like, multiplayer on PC. And there were games on PC. I mean, wasn't Half-Life out at that time? It might have been Half-Life that I'd played. Like, that blew Halo out of the water for me. Because, admittedly, the level that they put you on the demo that I played, you were shooting grunts. And to this day, I will never understand why the grunts look like small disabled children. It's just weird. Like, there is no redeemable feature about that enemy except for how easy it is to headshot and how funny it is when you have that grunt's birthday party on. That is the only redemption that enemy has. Everything else is like, what the fuck is this? You know, I feel like I should be going to prison because I've just tapped some Down syndrome person. It's not fun. It's such a weird design choice, and the Elite's much better. But the grunts, it was like kicking children. It's just dumb. And I didn't like it. I thought it was trash. And I was actually playing Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube because I might have said this before, but in Sheffield, I think it was Dixon's or Curry's? I think it was Curry's. They had the Xbox and the GameCube before they came out on stand for you to play. And me and Aidan from the podcast, we used to go every week and we used to play. And I would stand and play Luigi's Mansion from the moment it opened to the moment it closed, pretty much. It was insane. I fucking loved that game, I still do. And Aidan would play Halo. And then every so often when some mum came up and tried to knock me out because she wanted her child to play the video game, I would sacrifice my save because there was no saving, so someone would come on who didn't know what the fuck he was doing, he'd be too busy picking his ass, and he'd die, and I'd have to start from the beginning. But I loved that game so much, and I couldn't wait to get a GameCube that I didn't mind. And I'd go and play Halo, and I was playing it, and I was running around a green field, it was all very pretty, and I was just shooting these small children, and it's like, this is stupid. You know, give me GoldenEye, fuck this shit, this is slow. And that's how I've always been. Which is why I don't have a big appreciation for Halo. Like, Lummy from the podcast is one of the biggest Halo fans you'll ever meet. Like, the biggest Halo fan in the world at times. And he's really good at it too, and he's played a lot of it. And I'm the opposite of him, so we have these awesome clashes, or we used to at least. Because I got to the point where I'd pretty much insulted Halo as much as you physically could in front of him just to try and get a raise. And admittedly, I started liking it a lot more, because I think Halo 3 is a great game. I really enjoyed ODST. I didn't like Reach, and I thought Halo 4 was okay. It was fun. But I played so many first-person shooters on N64, it's not even funny. Like, I played every single Turok they released, which was, what, 4? All the Turoks. I played a game called Armorines. Anybody remember that one? It was by Acclaim and Iguana, same people who did Turok. You were like in a post-apocalyptic future where bugs had got huge. You were like a straight-up rip-off of Starship Troopers. And you had all these crazy arm-mounted guns and stuff, and I remember there was a snow level that was quite hard. And I played that to death. every single first-person shooter that came out on that system I'd played. Like, I played, is it Daikatana? That hilarious id Software game that failed, where you were time-traveling and you had a katana. You know, I played Quake 2. I played every Unreals, all of them. Obviously not on N64 with those ones, but, you know, is it Unreal 2 Return to Napoli, I think it was called? Unreal Tournament? All the Unreal tournaments. Soldier of Fortune multiplayer. How many people played Soldier of Fortune 2 multiplayer? How fucking good was that? So when these other games everyone's raving about and you play them and you're just like, what is this game? Have you played these other ones? You do realise these other ones exist, yeah? And they've existed for a while. And at this moment here, folks, if you rush it balls to the wall, you can probably get through this without dying. There's always a chance you will because you die in seconds, but I got super fortunate with that and it was really quick. But the Halo 2 anniversary is... the Halo anniversary is coming out on Xbox and all that good stuff. But it's not coming out on current gen, and people are asking me if I'm going to cover it. So, A, I can't cover it. B, I don't like Halo that much, so I won't cover it. And C, when Halo 2 was coming out, everybody was rearing about it. Do you know what they were advertising that game as being like revolutionary for doing? Dual wielding. That's right, folks. Dual wielding. Fucking Duke Nukem dual-wielded, GoldenEye dual-wielded, Perfect Dark dual-wielded, and all of this years before that game ever existed. Like, come the fuck on, Bungie, you drunk assholes.